I've been living around this morning through rain. Hidden pain, hidden tears. Had to keep them locked away. I done shed so many tears. Heal my heart, save my soul. I bury my heart anew. Devil working on my soul, but I'm so blessed. Leave it up to God, so right now I just worry less. Yeah. Heal my heart, save my soul.
Kato, you way too dumb, kid.
The pain from my past.
All right, tell me your name and where you're from.
My name's Simi. Well, my real name's Samuel. I'm from Michigan, but I've been down here in Florida since 2010. Well, I'll say the South since 2010 because I lived in South Carolina too. I'm 22. And,
Tell me about family life growing up.
I'm the youngest of 6. Family life growing up was, I'll be honest, it was life. You know, it was good and bad, but I had a good childhood. I'm not gonna lie or nothing like that. I had a good childhood and everything like that, but just like every other human life, everybody come with problems, you know. So it was just like good and bad, but you know, you can't.
Did you grow up with your mom and your dad?
Just my mom, but I know my father, you know, me and my dad got a good connection. I used to live in Charleston, South Carolina with my father. So I didn't grow up with both of them together in the same household, but I definitely do got a very good relationship with both of my parents.
Tell me about high school. What kind of kid were you in high school?
High school, I just wanted to have fun. You know, I had English honors. I'm not a illiterate or a stupid person like that, but you know, I was a knucklehead. I wanted to have fun, smoke weed, skip school, but the teachers used to get mad at me because I know what I'm doing when it comes to work, but I just didn't show up to school. But I you know, it's definitely a regret not finishing school. I dropped out 12th grade year, my last year in high school. You know, like.
Why did you drop out?
I'm glad you asked that question. I dropped out of high school because of problems that was going on at home. My mom was going through a lot of stuff. She was living with my oldest sister and her boyfriend at the time. And they had an apartment on Lee Road in Orlando. And my mom wanted to take over the lease. And I was gonna say, if she take over the lease, I'm good. You know, I got a home, I got my room now, I'm gonna go to school. But the apartment complex, Somerset, they said to my mom, we don't want you to renew the lease for your daughter because she got in too many arguments with the police. So that's why I dropped out of high school, because my mom and my family, we couldn't even keep a stable household. And that messed my mindset up, because if I ain't winning at home, what I'm gonna come here for 8 hours a day when I got a lot of stuff going on that I could fix myself, you know, being 17. So the reason I dropped out of high school is because I didn't have a stable living situation. But when you live in urban areas, they do a lot to take advantage of people because they know we don't got nothing, you know, like that. So, and it's tough. It's real tough because, you know, you people like me, you know, when people think of people being homeless, they think of people being drug addicts and they don't care about their life and stuff like that, but that's not the case. My family, we came to Orlando homeless, to the coalition, my mom and my sisters. It was 6 of us, and my brothers too. But they left me, you know. And I say me because I'm a young man and I didn't have no guidance, and my 2 older brothers left me. So that's why now I'm only 22, I'm young, but I try to be there for other people and stuff like that because I know how it is I'm the youngest, I got ladies and they depend on me. I'm not a man, I was a young boy. I can't do a lot, you know, for these ladies, but, you know, I'm still trying. You know, we all make our mistakes, but me being in this situation I'm in right now I don't blame nobody for it, you know, I blame myself. I could call my mom and dad right now and be like, oh, let me get $20 on Cash App, but why? When this me, I did this on myself, so I gotta fix it. My parents gonna look out for me, but me wanting to be a man, I gotta stand up for myself, and I'm trying to take care of my family. I don't want them to take care of me. I'm the youngest of 6, for real. You could act, like, I've been working since I was 9 years old.
Doing what?
Shoveling snow. I'm from Michigan at the end of the day. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, 6 Mile in Illinois. Shoveling snow, selling candy, selling drinks. You know, I was doing it the right way. But being in the environment that I'm from and the color I'm from, we only taught so much. My peers, the older people who I know, they don't know about having an LLC. They just know about getting the pack in, you know, flipping it. So that's what I was taught. Do I like that? No.
When you dropped out of high school, what did you start doing for money?
I started, well, in high school as well, I started to sell weed. But when I dropped out of high school, I went in full force. And when I dropped out of high school, it wasn't just weed no more. It was cocaine, heroin, fentanyl. You know, I'm not a user, but I'm a giver. And I don't feel good about that because I'm hurting my own people, but I'm trying to survive at the end of the day. So it's kind of contradicting, you know. You don't meet people like me. It's rare you find somebody on the streets like me who not lost. You know, I'm not lost. I know where I'm going. I'm glad that I'm doing this interview right now. I could show somebody else that you're not by yourself. You're not alone. You just got to know how to keep the good mindset. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. And look at this. I'm not even in the industry. And, you know, I had everything.
So what happened? Why? How did you end up losing what you've got, what you made?
I ended up in this predicament. I blame myself for this a lot because of the people I was trying to be around, you know, and the relationships I had with people. Not like a relationship with me and a girlfriend, but a relationship with people, period, you know. Excuse me. And people are, if you know yourself, you gonna know yourself. You know you got a good heart. And if you know yourself, you know you probably, excuse my language, a fucked up person. But I know I got a good heart. So people take advantage of people who got good hearts and not trying to, you know, I'm trying to save the world. I swear, I think I'm a superhero or something. But just me being around the wrong people and thinking they got good intentions for me, but they don't.
So what exactly happened that caused you to actually end up this way?
Being hard-headed, not listening.
Not listening to whom?
My parents, because I can't listen to friends because they don't know what's going on. They oblivious, just like I am. So not listening to my mom. I should have finished school, like she said, you know. Not listening to my father and stuff like that. Not even just my parents though, but when people give you advice, not listening. I be hearing them, but I just brush it off my shoulders. So I can't really blame nobody for my situation but myself.
So
You know?
let's talk about your situation. How did you end up out here in the streets?
Just knowing that it was kind of escape, you know.
Escape from what?
Real life, like not even real life. I mean, I can't really say escape, but I ended up in the streets because it was easy. Because for my not my generation, but my past generation, they was taught the streets. Before that, they was taught the streets. So that's how I ended up in the streets. Because you know how some families, they pass down businesses and they child is good. My business was passed down to me was being in the streets. And that's, you know, that's how I ended up here because that's what's easy. That's what my people know. That's what they was taught. That's what they could teach me. It sucks. I'm trying to break the cycle. I'm trying to be the one to break the cycle. But unfortunately, you know, I was shown that way. Do I want to show somebody else this way? No, not at all.
So what's the worst thing you saw out here in the streets, being out here?
What's the worst thing I saw?
Yeah. Or you've experienced?
The worst thing I experienced being in the streets, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I could elaborate on that. you know, when I'm out here, I don't got no problems with nobody. Everybody love me. You know, I be telling people I can make a Nazi love me. You feel like honestly, like I'm a people person. I love people, but at the end, I'm pro-black. You know, I love my people, but I like everybody because we all gotta win. But craziest thing I seen was I almost died 3 times, literally, for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm gonna just say one incident. I'm not gonna say all 3 of them. But my friend, this was in Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston real, man. Charleston, South Carolina. They call it Chuck Town, bro. It's very. I'm in Florida right now. I'm in Kissimmee. I'm from Orlando, but Florida is very nice here compared to Charleston, South Carolina. But one of my friends had an AR, big AR. You know, he was under the steps at my friend's apartments, and I was walking to the store, and he mistaken me to be the person he was looking for. You know, he had a ski mask on and everything, military gun. Why is military guns in urban areas? I'm just gonna say that, y'all think of that on y'all own. I'm just saying that. But he put the gun on me and he seen that it was me and said, "Send me, boy. I ain't know that was you, boy. I almost took you up through there." And I'm gonna be honest with you. Hell yeah, I was scared. I almost died for nothing. For nothing. That was just one incident. I ain't gonna name the other 3 because it's not, you know, I don't, you know. But that was just one incident. And the boy who had the AR, like 3 years younger than me. I was 18 at the time, you know. So you do the math. And that's what I'm trying to change at the end of the day.
So what it's like, you know, out there in Chucktown, man? Like, how does, you know, a kid maneuver through that? You know, like,
you can't. The only way you gonna maneuver through Chucktown, I'm being honest. Nobody gonna come and be honest to people. Nobody gonna tell people the reality. You can't maneuver there. The only way you can maneuver there, but it's gonna be it's gonna be hard. And that's why a lot of people, I ain't gonna say you can't maneuver there. I apologize for saying that. You can if you focus on yourself and your mind, you know, but it's hard to maneuver there. I left Charleston, South Carolina in 8th grade to come to Florida because I knew if I was to stay in Charleston, South Carolina, I was gonna be in the system, in jail or dead. And I proven that because all of my peers are dead or in jail who I went to middle school with. Proven fact. I ain't just saying that to say that. It's real. So, I mean, you can maneuver there, go get you a job, get you a job working for somebody, or start your own. I had my own business in Charleston, South Carolina. I was doing painting and pressure washing. But the help I had for it ended up in jail. And my dad, he worked second shift. He was helping me a lot, but the way to maneuver and do good in South Carolina is just focus on yourself. You honestly don't even have to have a job. Just stay out the way and don't get in no trouble, because it's easy to get in trouble, but it's so hard to get out of trouble.
So you say you're an artist. What kind of artist are you?
I make music. I like to say I'm an artist because I don't like to think of myself as a rapper or a hip-hop artist, because rappers, and I love rap music and hip-hop music, don't get me wrong, but to be honest with you, they don't promote the right way. They don't promote our community and stuff like that. So when you go listen to you go Google Simiotto, SIMMYOTTO. You can go Google me. Everything, images, videos, and all that. I like to call it IBs, inspirational bangers. It still sound good. It sound like Migos. It sound like Kodak, whoever they like. It's still good music, but I'm actually talking about something. And I'm not trying to disrespect rappers or nothing like that, because that's what they live. But if you live that and you've been rapping for 5 years now and you got millions of dollars, how come you not trying to motivate the people now? You still rapping about guns and drugs and ladies and shit. I'm just saying. I've been out here. You could literally see this, but you'll never hear me talking about me killing a person or me selling drugs. I sell drugs for real, but you'll never hear me put that in there. And music is art. When people get art, you want to feel something good about it, not something that make you want to go do something that, you know, That's the type of artist I am. I'm a real artist. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a hip hop artist. I made my own cover art. I did a lot of my own engineering. Go Google me for real. I'm not an ass artist. You know, go do your thing. You know, go search. Go do your research. My Instagram is the same. SIMMYOTTO. Everything on Google. Google me. Go Google me. You know.
So tell me, what are your plans for the rest of the year? You know, what do you see yourself? What do you see yourself by December?
Honestly, by December, you know, June coming up. June my birthday, but I'm trying to move before June. So maybe by December I'll be in another state and doing better. I'm not doing bad, but I could be doing better. You know, nobody doing the best. People got millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and miserable. But by December, I think I should be working for myself. I'm a firm believer of working for yourself. You know, I've been working since I was 9 years old for people. And so it's time I should work for myself. I see my mom and father work for people their whole life. My ancestors work for people their whole life. Now it's time for us. By December, I should have my own company. And my company I'm trying to get is organization. You know, I used to make music, so I feel good about talking to people. I know how to open myself up to anybody, but now I got to the point where I want to open myself up for people. And maybe by December, my organization that I got planned, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Yeah, y'all gonna see it, but I ain't gonna tell y'all yet. But by December, my organization should be known very well in Central Florida. I don't want to get big goals yet. These guys that's interviewing me made history today, because this interview gonna come up again in maybe about 2 years, because I'm really about to, you know, you came to me today and I already was thinking, I already got a plan on what I'm gonna do to not help myself, but help the next person. To be honest with you, I don't care about me. I do care about me, but I'm so much of a people person that I'll give a person my socks and underwear just to make sure that they okay.
So what is the city doing exactly, or what is the community doing exactly to help people like yourself, you know, with you know, getting, you know, a step up to just reach to these goals?
Nothing.
Where have you tried looking?
I went to the Hope Center. Well, I ain't gonna do the Hope Center like that, because I'm thinking big on what you're saying. Here in Kissimmee, it's Hope Center. They got me an ID for free with a voucher. But it's not just about the Hope Center. You know, it's here, period. And I'm going to say the United States, because this is where I live at. I'm focused on here where I live. They don't do nothing for people that's homeless. People that's homeless got a lot going on. Like, it's rare to me, person like me. I just had some situations I end up out here, and not nothing bad or nothing. It was just real life situations. But a lot of these people out here got mental problems. They got addiction problems and a lot of stuff like that. The government doesn't do nothing about homeless people. But they could go give Stephen Curry $130 million to shoot a basketball, but they can't put these people in a psychiatric, I said it wrong, but in a psych hospital or something, in rehab or something. It's good people out here that's losing their lives. I'm not even gonna say drugs, because mentally, you know, being homeless is a mental problem. It's not a physical problem, not at all. It's a mental problem. Anybody could go camping. People go camping for fun, you know. That's being homeless. We camping. But when you really homeless, it's a mental problem.
So what's the perfect day like for you, man? Tell me your perfect day. If money's not an option.
Like being homeless, or like
no,
day, period?
Like the perfect day for you right now. Money's not an option. You could do whatever you want. You could go whatever you want. Tell me about that day.
Like a fantasy type. Waking up, having a good little a wife with you, you know, a beautiful lady, you know, who gonna build with you, maybe some kids. And beautiful day for me will be from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and all I do that whole day is take care of people. Go to hospital, you know, I go to school for healthcare administration. That's what I'm trying to learn right now, to really try to make a change. But perfect day for me would be waking up and changing lives. That's it. change your lives. It could be something small, you know. A person could be $10 short from their rent, and I gave them $20. You know, it could be a kid at school. He's having trouble with math, and I showed him a good formula on how to solve his math problems. A good day is just me helping people.
All right,
That's it.
man. Well,
That's
thank you very much, man. So tell us again, how do we get a hold of you? Tell us your Instagram, yeah.
Semi-auto. My Instagram is semi-auto, SIMMYOTTO. One word. And you could Google me as well. My Facebook is semi-auto, for real, and that's FR. My email is SIMMY 4711 @gmail.com. That's the best ways to get a hold of me. Honestly, it's with the email too. That's about it.
All right, well, thank you very much, man.
You know, that's it. All right.